How's it going, guys? James to Crypto here, and today we're going to be talking about how Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have been drastically changing as of recently, guys. So as we know, Bitcoin has just been going through fork after fork. I heard there's another fork coming. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin Gold right down over here in top 15 right there. And I believe there's another Bitcoin fork happening, hard fork happening also. That's one thing that has changed. Another thing is altcoins are starting to have such a higher prevalence in the market, right? For example, Ripple, look at that, passing Ethereum with Ethereum smart contracts. That's pretty crazy. That's really, really crazy. Ripple passing Ethereum, never did that before. We have Bitcoin Cash as number 4 in the bottom of 2 altcoins. When a lot of people say that Bitcoin Cash is gonna be overthrowing the normal Bitcoin, which I don't believe, obviously, but a lot of people do support Bitcoin Cash more than Bitcoin. So to think that 2 altcoins are over that. Cardano, boom, number 5, random, came out of nowhere, bam, there you go. And people are also saying that Cardano might even be the new Ethereum, right? Litecoin has always been pretty prevalent in the market, but look at the growth of it. It's at 222. That's crazy. I remember when people were predicting and hoping for it to hit 100. It's at 200 now. Same thing with Ripple. Ripple was 10 cents each. People were like, oh my god, can you imagine Ripple at $1? $2. Actually, I believe yesterday it was $2.69. So that's crazy. NEM, one coin that I like and I support. NEM was at, I believe, 0.4 when I first heard about it. And it hit $1 recently. It went a little lower, but it did hit $1. We got Dash. Look at Dash. It's at $1,000 per Dash. That is crazy. That is really crazy. Stellar in number 10, 0.3. Let's look at BitConnect. BitConnect's at 392. It was as high as 460 something not too long ago. BitConnect is also one that has done crazy growth. Now, one thing that I'm very concerned with is Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are going to be getting taxed. It's not just Bitcoin, guys. It's all cryptocurrencies. This is especially prevalent in the US, obviously, because you know how we United States Americans do. Well, not us specifically, the government. Let's tax freaking everything. It feels weird and it feels bad. Obviously, there is ways to kind of hide yourself from it, but there's also ways that you can't hide yourself from it. For example, in Coinbase, you have to actually put your own information. Now, it sucks because I actually have my Coinbase linked to my Shift Visa card. I might have to find a new way around these kind of things, but that's if, you know, taxing is obviously happening, as you guys can see. Please remember to pay your taxes. We should have seen this coming. Obviously, this was going to come. Bitcoin was going to get taxed no matter what, eventually. I already saw this coming. I'm pretty sure a lot of people also have seen it coming. Now, what we have to think about is how can we protect ourselves from getting penalties from the IRS, right? I'm not specifically saying don't pay your taxes. I believe we should pay taxes even if they're legally stealing from us. I understand paying your taxes on other things, but come on, Bitcoin, paying your taxes on Bitcoin, paying your taxes on trading Bitcoin, paying your taxes on if Bitcoin goes up, paying your taxes on trading Bitcoin to another cryptocurrency. That's crazy. I mean, like, that is really crazy, to be honest. But yeah, I actually read through the IRS a little bit, and yeah, they tax you on every single one of the things I just said. So that's just crazy. Hopefully you have to be making a certain amount for them to actually tax you. I'll be reading through it even more. I'm not a financial advisor, guys, so don't, or a tax advisor, obviously. It says it on the bottom of all my descriptions, and I literally put it a little like sassy sarcasm. I put obviously in the end, because come on, like, you're watching a YouTube video. How the hell are you gonna think that I'm some kind of advisor, or any of the YouTubers? Like, how can you possibly actually be watching a Bitcoin video and be like really taking this in as far as advice financially and legally? You know what I mean? Like, these are opinions. These are anyways. So yeah, I hope there's like a little minimal kind of thing, but it is a new change happening, and I believe I read over here on news.bitcoin.com, Trump's new tax bill means changes ahead for US Bitcoiners. So there's some kind of new tax thing. Obviously the IRS will be involved. There it is right there. Government gets its money. And then there's this one company called Chainalysis. And this company is actually helping and teaming up with the IRS as far as understanding cryptocurrency and being able to track it better and all that stuff. So funny how a cryptocurrency company is helping out the thing that the majority of people in cryptocurrency are against. But there it is. This is the company. So yeah, a lot of crazy things are happening. 2018 is going to be a drastic change. Bitcoin's lowering in price a little, but like I said before, this doesn't mean anything, mainly because Bitcoin already did a huge growth up and it's stabilizing, right? It had a huge growth up and now it's stabilizing. So this is not that bad. Honestly, I will always see Bitcoin going up 20, 30, 40, 50K. And in 2018, things are going to be huge. These are going to be a huge, big difference. If Bitcoin Cash keeps getting momentum, right, then a lot of miners from Bitcoin are going to move to Bitcoin Cash. They're going to move to whatever is profitable, especially since Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin share the same algorithm that the majority of, well, that all miners are under, the SHA-256 algorithm. With that algorithm, they could just switch from Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash easily, however they want to, whenever they want to, whichever is profitable. So if Bitcoin Cash gets more prevalent throughout 2018, then we might see Bitcoin struggling with miners, right? But that's not too big of an issue, because all that will happen is after 2 weeks, the difficulty will just lower, which will make the miners mine easier Bitcoin. And if miners can mine easier Bitcoin, then it'll become profitable again. And then the people from Bitcoin Cash will go to Bitcoin. Beautiful, right? And Bitcoin Cash has its own mining algorithm kind of thing. So it'll be very interesting to see how it'll interact with each other. But Bitcoin will always be on top simply because of word of mouth. When somebody is introducing someone else to cryptocurrency or anything like that, they don't say cryptocurrency, they don't say altcoins. They say, hey, have you ever heard of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin will always be the most prevalent one. I don't see any altcoins topping Bitcoin in years to come. I really don't. Especially anything that's not a hard fork of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Even if they're great, even if they're awesome, you know. And it's funny, I see Ripple as number 2, and I find it really funny because Ripple is actually one of the most controversial in the cryptocurrency space. If we actually go to, I did a video on what is Ripple, so for those of you who watched that video, you guys know what I'm about to talk about. But it's very funny because Ripple actually helps out banks, like real actual banks. And it's funny, it's like funny how something like that is in number 2. Let me show you guys where you see that. Well, here's some of their customers. I think one of their biggest ways that they grew is because look at that, American Express is now using them. So I think that's one of the things that really made them grow like crazy. And they even have more members right down there. Look at that. Let me see any other one that I know on the top of my head. No, I don't know any other of them except American Express. But look at that, American Express, guys. That is a huge, huge company now using Ripple. But yeah, Ripple is literally something that helps banks move money from one area to another easily, obviously. Let me see where that is though, because it does say exactly the banks. There we go. Real-time global payments across 27 countries, benefits, blah blah blah, opportunities. It's a currency mainly for banks, and a lot of people are using it, and it's just very funny to me. But I mean, like, if it works, it works, right? So we're getting into a very interesting place of Bitcoin cryptocurrency right now, guys. I believe 2018 is going to be a beautiful, huge expansion of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. But I also see many concerns coming up to us for 2018, including taxes. A lot of people having penalties from taxes because they don't know what they're doing, you know, and it's gonna cause a lot of problems. And it's interesting how every cryptocurrency is taxed. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys do enjoy this video. I do daily cryptocurrency videos, guys, so make sure you guys subscribe. I have passive income ways in the description below that I use myself, so make sure you guys check that out. And I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Take care.